Once you understand this, you'll never train the same way again. So the first thing to understand is that attracting women with your body is not just about building muscle. There are plenty of guys with decent physiques who are completely invisible to women because women don't just pay attention to how you look, they pay attention to how you move. And then they imagine what your body can do. And most guys aren't training to improve their physical capabilities. They're just training to build and maintain muscle mass. So if you're going through the motions and doing the same bare minimum workouts to maintain muscle week after week and month after month, women stop seeing you. Your training makes you forgettable. And that's because most training is forgettable. Most guys train like machines. They overemphasize working with cables, machines, and repetitive isolation exercises. There's nothing impressive about controlled, predictable movement. Sure, it may be safer, and if you're just getting started, it can be a less intimidating way to establish a routine. But it's the same thing everyone else does, so it's forgettable. You're not really pushing your limits when you prioritize isolation work and machines in your training. There's no edge, there's no intensity, and there's no sense of progression. And if you're not pushing your limits, you're just another average Joe fading into the background. The guys who actually stand out train in a way that pushes their boundaries. So, what actually gets attention? There are 5 general ways guys train to actually push their boundaries and become the type of men that women are naturally attracted to. The first way to train is to train for power. Power gets attention instantly. And the best exercises to develop power are the snatch and the clean and jerk. These movements are explosive, fast, and athletic. People notice speed and power before they notice size, because power is one of the most seductive qualities a person can possess. So pursue power in your training to become instantly more seductive. Category number 2 is that they train for full body strength. There's a difference between casually lifting weights and training your capacity to move serious weight. The best exercises to train full body strength are heavy squats, heavy deadlifts, heavy hip thrusts, overhead press, bench press, and bent over rows. When the weight is real, people feel it. They notice, they pay attention, and they're attracted to it. You want to aim to be able to lift 135 pounds in your overhead press, 225 pounds in your bench press and bent over row, 315 pounds in your squat, and 405 pounds in your deadlift. Hitting those benchmarks will likely put you in the top 10% of the strongest men in your gym. So go ahead and pursue that goal, because we all know how women treat the top 10% of men. The third way to train so that women actually pay attention to you is to train for full body control. Control is rare, so control gets noticed. Exercises you can do in the gym to display your level of control are muscle ups, front levers, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, planches, unsupported handstand push-ups, and unsupported pistol squats. These movements show mastery over your body, and they leave room for her to imagine how you will master her body later. The fourth way to train so that women notice you is to train your quality of movement. This is where you are able to separate yourself from every other man who's in the gym with you. The best exercises to train your quality of movement are cat crawls, bridges, tumbling, a dragon step, duck walks, lizard crawl. Most people don't move this way anymore. It's something that people stop doing after like 5th grade, after they graduate primary school. So when you do, you're able to move your body in this way and show control and mastery like this, you stand out immediately. The 5th way to train so that women notice you is to train for athleticism. Training for athleticism shows that you're not just strong, but you're capable. You can use exercises like jumps, bounds, and sprints to display your athletic prowess. But here's the part most guys completely miss. You can do all of these movements, these exercises, and these training styles and still get ignored. And that's because just doing the movements is not enough. Like I said earlier, you need to do these movements while training at your edge. You need to be pushing your boundaries. Because the guys who stand out in the gym are the men who train at the edge of their capacity. The guys who get attention from females are not just lifting weights and going through the motions. They're actively trying to move more weight or move their bodies better, get faster, go further, for longer. Every session is engineered towards their progress. It's not for aesthetic perfection. They're not trying to build a perfect physique. They're trying to make progress in their ability to move. They train at the edge of what they can do, and then they push it further. That creates something that you can't fake, but it's what women notice instantly, and that's your presence, your focus, your intensity. Living at the edge puts you in your masculine frame, and that's what women feel and respond to, not just in the gym, but in all areas of your life, wherever you go. So what are you really training? Your time in the gym is your personal time to develop and refine your masculine presence. You're not just training to get more female attention by building the perfectly balanced and aesthetic physique. You're training your masculine edge. You're training your ability to perform under pressure, your ability to persevere and push through when things get hard. You're training your ability to stay focused on a single task and see it through to the end. That's what makes you dangerous, and that's what gets her attention. Now, if you want to build the kind of strength and presence that women cannot ignore, check out the 1% Better Challenge. I have the link for you down below. Subscribe to the channel if this video helped you understand how to train and actually get the results that you want out of life. I'm Barbell, here to help you develop the strength and nutrition habits for a life well lived. I hope to see y'all in that next video. Peace.